life, not just dreaming it, we're doing it for it. Straight to the top. Working hard every day just to leave a better way.
All right, welcome back to Long Island's #1 pro wrestling broadcast. Monte The Pharaoh, seen here out of Rockstar Studios in Huntington, New York, only on Village Connection Radio. At the board, the return of the iconic Stephen Miller. Stephen, how are you, my friend?
Oh, my friends, it's great to be back here with the only. Forget about the #1. This is the only wrestling show. They're all pretenders, except for you guys.
Yeah.
Man, I love that.
They're making an award for us,
Bro, talk about your book a little bit, man.
Yeah.
Good Lovin', My Life as a Rascal, the story of Gene Cornish and the Young Rascals, The Rascals, Good Lovin', Groovin', all those songs. It's selling pretty good, and we're having a good time with
Well,
it.
did you say,
Sweet.
right, you got hooked up with by Barnes & Noble,
I think
right?
we're going to be carried by Barnes & Noble.
Oh, is that
now.
all?
is
That's huge.
awesome.
Yeah, it's cool.
Oh, my
It's
God.
very cool.
Yeah, we'll
you know.
take it.
But it's his story, so I'm a little less excited because it's not mine.
I
I just wrote it.
Okay.
cool.
But
Okay.
But everything is well. I'm feeling good, and I am so happy to be back with Monte and the Pharaoh.
Well,
man.
And we're happy to have you back.
He who reemerges from the basement with a book was obviously busy. I mean,
Emerges from a
jeez.
basement.
I mean, if
I wasn't in
you're
the basement.
I in my mind, you were
What's
like
his name,
locked
Larry
away,
Mormon?
one light.
Larry Moore.
What? Oh my God! No! I was picturing you locked away, one light bulb, typewriter. You know,
No, I'm like that old school author by the fireplace in my smoking jacket.
Okay, yeah, why not?
I have an idea.
What is this, Sherlock Holmes? Oh my, holy Basil Rathbone.
No, but it's great to be back with you guys, man. I have been
Yeah.
watching the whole time. I love you guys,
Sweet.
man. You know
we
that,
love you.
so.
We missed you. I'm glad
Sweet.
to have you back.
Absolutely. What's going on?
Pharaoh, week 3, back in the saddle. How's it feeling, bro?
Dude, it's like,
like
riding a bike. Thank you. There you go. It's like, room, okay. I've handled this road before. Yeah, it's automatic, bro.
I want to give a shout out to the Monte The Pharaoh theme song from Aqua Cherry,
Nice.
Straight to the Top. You can catch Aqua Cherry, right, through all Reverb Nation, CD Baby, Apple Music. They've got songs such as Yes Yes, Puppet, and Forever, and of course, our theme song, Straight to the Top.
You had them on Yo Bro, right?
We had them on
They
Yo
were
Bro.
great.
They are great. I mean, it's funny. There's only one band that compares to Aqua Cherry, and it's Wisteria Hall.
Oh,
Nice.
Wow. Hey,
But
thank you.
Nice.
Thank you.
I will tell you that I was highly impressed by Aqua Cherry, and I caught them at Evolution, and I think what are they in Hicksville or something like that? That bar.
Revolution?
Yeah.
Revolution.
Oh, that's in Amityville, I
Amityville,
think.
thank
There
you.
you go.
I always got to go to the Rockers.
How
and
is
find
that
out-
club, by the way?
Pretty cool, but
For a rocker, I don't think I've stepped foot in
We're
it.
a little old, so it's
That's
like-
probably why I haven't stepped foot in it.
There you go.
Yeah, who's the old guy?
But I caught them live, and I was like, "Holy shit, it's a good band!" And I
Right.
reached out to them, and then they came on Yo Bro, and then we were switching up things with the show a little bit, and they were like, "Hey, man, we love, we want to be part of Long Island's #1 pro wrestling broadcast."
Logical.
And they said, "Hey, want to get our music out there? We would love you to have that as the theme song."
Nice.
So we're kind of using the Wisteria Hall Aqua Cherry combination.
Sweet.
Week 2 on cable.
Yep.
How does that making you feel?
I love it, man. This is great. These are the kind of things you shoot for when you get started from scratch. This is awesome. We're scratching really well
So here's
when you start from scratch. This is good scratching.
When
you
you're
know?
on, when you're on Facebook, and we got pretty popular on YouTube,
Yeah.
and we're all
Yeah.
through the station we get on a lot of Is it a
Sure.
little different on cable? Do you feel a little more nervous when you see it on TV?
I got to be honest. To me, it's here we go back to riding a bike. I'm like, okay, it's cool.
Yeah.
Let's see where it goes. I like it so far. I don't sweat the details because we sweat the details behind the scenes before we put it on the air. So once it's on the air, it's like, okay, that's cool. We did it. We worked our ass off. There it is.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty pleased with it. Besides, it's quality for public access TV. I think it's awesome that we're on there.
Got to start, right? It's a good start. Like the progression is working. We're happy with the way we're going.
Yep.
Again,
It's going
the
uphill.
YouTube channel's
Yeah.
the YouTube channel's doing really well.
Yep.
And again, without this vehicle of Village Connection, none of this ever happens. If
Yep.
we were stuck somewhere else,
Point
God
of
knows
origin.
where
Yeah.
we would have been.
Point of
So-
origin. Bottom line.
So anyway, special Sunday show at 10 a.m. We have none other than Hall of Famer Brutus the Barber Beefcake. Thoughts on Brutus?
Wow. Major player growing up. About time he got in the Hall. Come on, top of the card at one point. Major player.
Were you a Brutus Beefcake fan?
Honestly, yeah. The character, hell yeah.
Miller, you remember Brutus Beefcake at all?
I do.
Yeah.
I do. I thought he was a great heel. I always liked the heels, so that was my thing. So I was always a heel guy.
My favorite thing about Brutus Beefcake was WrestleMania 2. I always loved the Dream Team with Greg Valentine, who we also had in the studio. I loved that team. The one thing that did bother me about that team, though, is their outfits never matched. Like, I always feel like a tag team, their outfit should match somewhat.
They were very different.
Yeah.
As individuals, they were very different. You know, I think they held the belts for 8 months.
It was a long time.
Dude, that's a hell of a run.
They were a great team, man. If you remember, they won the belts from Barry Windham, who was in studio. The funny thing, as we name all these wrestlers,
there are a lot of
yeah, they were here.
But you're not dropping names, which is awesome.
Right.
It's not a name dropping thing. It's like they were actually here.
Yeah,
like, what are you gonna do?
And a good
Why?
guy.
They weren't here? Yeah, they were here.
They were here.
But I always remember Johnny Valiant giving Brutus, I think it was Brutus, the cigar, because he was Brutus's manager before Valentine and he moved up, and he put it in Wyndham's eye and burned his eye.
That's awesome.
See, that's what's great about wrestling back then. You could do a whole bunch of shit to people, and it was realistic, though. It was like, a cigar to the eye is more realistic than hitting someone with a baseball bat.
Yes,
that'll
get a baseball bat with barbed wire on it.
Yeah,
It's a little more
Look
realistic.
at Miller! He's watching AEW.
I got it.
And a cigar to the eye will get you pinned. I can see that, you know. Oh, man. Come on. Yeah. Yep.
A cigar? Yeah, but a baseball bat with barbed wire just gets you to fall down to the mat and you get up right away.
Right.
Yes.
Today's wrestling. Nice stuff.
Yes.
I can't. Let's watch that one more time. No,
So anyway,
let's not.
I will tell you on our YouTube page, it's an overwhelming. It's almost like a Trump victory.
What?
That the fans
What the?
want Brutus to shave the Pharaoh's head
what is
live
nice.
on air.
Come on, man.
That would be awesome.
What are you talking
You can't let
about?
the fans down, Pharaoh.
Did you block me on this post? What are you talking
It's
about?
on YouTube.
Oy.
Customer's always right.
I should.
Right, thank you.
Wait a minute.
The
You're
customer's
not.
always right.
Oh.
I used to work for a Japanese
No.
customer. They gave me three lines, right? One, don't tell a lie.
Oh.
Two,
He's done.
well, no, it was 2 lines. The other one was, customer is God.
Oh, stop.
And the customers want your head shaved.
Yeah, but why would Brutus want to do that to a nice Pharaoh like me? What are you
Brutus-
talking about? I've ruled with a kind hand
Not
as the
anymore.
Pharaoh. This is wrong.
I gotta find.
Rules.
And my biggest
this
worry,
is wrong.
Mel,
What's going on here?
worry here right now
What?
is you have to have a good razor because
Oh,
if you have the
come
wrong razor,
on
that shit
here.
hurts, right?
Not only it hurts, it could
What if
give
he?
him a couple
Wait a
of
minute.
nicks.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Ow!
What if he files? Wait a minute! What if he files my nails instead?
No.
Oh, come on! What are you gonna cut my hair for?
Brutus the beautician.
Yeah, Brutus.
Brutus the barber.
All right, I'll give you 2 choices.
Manny Petty.
He can shave. He can shave your head, or
No.
he can shave your balls.
Oh, there's no. That's the other head. What are you talking about?
He can do the undercarriage.
Basketballs?
He'll do the undercarriage.
Why? Ow! I'm crossing
Ain't
up
that
already.
ridiculous?
Do you think Savali
Hit the high note,
would
Pharaoh.
Savali appreciate Pharaoh's pubes all over his finally clean studio?
I take the fifth. Oh, that's horrible.
So anyway, excited for Brutus to come in.
Not anymore.
This week, a lot of people talk about AEW. And
Yeah.
they're talking about how great that show is. We decided to put up a poll. You want to tell the people what the poll was?
The poll?
Yeah.
Oh, the poll. That was, look, you could say we, but I'm going to give you credit here because, I kind of poked you a little bit about the whole Marco stunt thing, and the next thing I know, I see this poll up. Who would win, Marco stunt or Hornswoggle? Well, guess who's kicking whose ass in this poll? Hornswoggle is ragdolling Marco stunt. Hundreds of votes.
61%.
400 something votes or something, and he's winning 61% to 39. Well, yeah, Rey Mysterio, right? Oh my God, there's no mystery here. Hornswoggle is clearly Andre in this case. Holy moly,
No,
what's going?
The problem, I gotta be serious. I think the fans really hate Marco Stunt that much. I don't think it's like, oh, this is funny. Let me vote for Hornswoggle.
They hate him.
I think it's like, I don't want to see a 90-pound guy in a wrestling ring.
I think the Monte and the Pharaoh fans have clearly spoken. Blech.
Yeah.
Pretty much. It's like, no thanks.
Do you think the Monte and the Pharaoh base is old school wrestling guys?
I think a lot of them are, but I think there's some who aren't.
What are you thinking, Mil?
I think they're old school 80s, where it was the big guys fighting the big guys, where it was Hulk Hogan and Sid Vicious or Sid Justice, whatever.
Sid Justice, Sid
Sid
Vicious,
Big.
all good.
Sid
Big
Large.
Sid,
But I
whatever.
think when you put two big dudes in the ring who are in shape and can work a little bit, I mean, that's pretty badass, dude. It's better than the gymnastics
Yeah.
exhibition.
So let me ask
Did
you
he
this.
say
Look,
gymnastics?
You're a big Bruce Lee guy. I don't know if you're
I
a big
am?
BruceLee. We were
Oh,
talking
I
about, what was
respect
that
him
movie?
big
Once
time.
Upon a Time in Hollywood.
So I saw that in the theaters,
I did
and
not.
a lot of people were very upset the fact that, Brad Pitt beat up Bruce Lee in a movie, right?
But
it's a movie.
wait a minute, though. You told me that the whole thing was just make-believe
Yeah, it
anyway.
was. In the end, it was
Then how can you
make-believe.
be upset about it?
Well,
People got upset.
people got upset,
I'm
right?
confused.
But legitimately, I'm saying that you're in a ring, Bruce Lee in a real fight with Andre the Giant. Bruce Lee have a chance?
Wow, that's weird, man.
Wow.
I think he does.
He does to an extent.
To an extent,
Unless
right.
Andre the Giant gets his friggin' hands on him.
Is Andre drunk?
No. Andre straight sober
Oh, boy.
and angry.
And
I don't
in good
know.
shape.
Because he
Young-
wants to
young
drink.
Andre?
Not the Andre crippled Andre.
Yeah, okay.
What are you doing?
Hey, by the way, check out the new Andre the Giant T-shirt. I'm sporting
Nice.
right now.
Nice.
Andre talk.
Nice. That documentary was awesome. There was not enough Hulk Hogan, though. Not enough.
I could do without the flatulence. What
The
is that?
fraudulence?
The farting stories,
thank
yes.
you.
The Gino
Oh, the fa-
Fallon.
oh,
No,
yeah.
I like the
the
farting, so I'm
flatulence.
just being a smartass.
Oh, is that
I
what
can
that
do
is?
without the farting.
I didn't need to know that.
I forgot about the farting moment. Oh, yeah.
So, seriously, can Andre whip Bruce Lee's ass?
Yes.
I don't know.
I say yes.
Okay.
Push comes to shove. Are they in a small room or are they in a ring? You said they were in
It's
a ring.
fight.
It's a ring.
It's not in a street where you can run around and climb walls and shit.
Well, if anybody's got a shot at decimating Andre and getting the leverage to work for him, it would be a guy like Bruce Lee, that's for sure. But if Andre grabs a hold of him, man.
Here's the thing.
I mean, come on.
It's just-
what is he going to do? He could break his neck with one squeeze.
It's basic. It's basic knowledge, right?
I would kinda
If you're
think,
400 pounds
you know-
or 350, it doesn't matter how strong you are at 160 pounds. You're not winning that fight.
Right.
You're not
Probably
knocking out
not.
a 300-pound
Right.
guy. Sorry, people. It doesn't matter how great you are at jiu-jitsu.
Now,
right?
wait a second. I do think Bruce Lee could knock out plenty of 300-pound guys. I
Yeah,
do.
fat
but
guys
I
like me,
don't
not
think
fucking Andre the
Andre.
Giant.
Right. I don't
Bruce
think
Lee could
Andre.
take me.
I would please.
Bruce Lee probably could kick my
Yeah, he
ass.
could take me.
Probably?
Maybe.
Oh, I
I'm not
can't.
sure.
Anyway.
You know what?
I don't know. I'd hedge
Oh, my
my bet.
God.
I'd bet a couple of shekels on Monty as well.
Thank you. A little
You're
shekels.
welcome.
But a few shekels. Thank you, sir. All right.
What, Duck
We're
Morris?
going to open up the show with some wrestling.
Yeah.
I'm going to open up with this, guys.
Yeah.
Bro. NWA Power.
Oh, love it. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Best thing since Georgia Championship Wrestling. I love it. That studio feel. Oh, my God. Steve, have you seen this? You'll go nuts for this.
What?
NWA is the oldest company. I've told you 1,000 times, it drives me crazy that Vince somehow never purchased this company. How do you let the original belt that goes back to 1903, 1904, and of course is the belt that Ric Flair, most of his career was Dusty Rhodes, Terry Funk, the Briscoes, blah, 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 blah. You can go on and on. This is the oldest title in the world, and somehow they've got this weekly show now on YouTube. Billy Corgan still owns them.
Yes.
And they've recreated the feel of the old days of Georgia Championship Wrestling. It's a studio.
No music
It's got-
intros.
with an
They come out to
audience.
the ring.
I
They
mean,
do their,
no.
No.
They do their little
Right
shtick.
ringside?
Right
Yeah.
in rings with,
Like
a,
the
with
old
a
Georgia
live
Championship
television
awesome.
audience.
Dude,
It's
it is.
dude.
I'm going to tell you.
It's wonderful.
At first, when I was watching, I'm like, I don't know about this.
Oh,
All of a
it's
sudden,
wonderful. It's
I'm
great.
like, holy shit, this is fucking
Well,
bad.
I'm a few years older than you guys,
Yeah.
so I remember when it was Channel 9 on Saturday mornings,
Right.
and superstar Billy Graham would beat the shit out of Frank Williams or
Yep.
somebody, and then come outside,
Right.
there ringside, and
Right.
do his whole
Right.
spiel.
Yeah.
And that was great. That was what was entertaining.
Right.
So this is the same thing with
Exact
NWA
same thing,
Power.
right?
NWA Power is a little focused more on the Georgia Championship wrestlers. They're always even Florida Championship Wrestling, it was always the announcer behind the table.
Right.
The guy would come out, do a spiel once in a while. Another wrestler would come out. They'd have a little confrontation. And then once in a while, they'd have a brawl, right? But this is totally like that feel. That's
cool.
Kingston coming out right away and interrupting Cornette, and forgive me, the other announcer is excellent, by the way. He reminds me of Soley when I started hearing the tonality of his voice. I'm like, wow, this guy's good.
Yeah.
But Kingston coming out, walking right into the middle of it, interrupting, and it just felt so old school. This is what they used to do.
So their men's division, I'll start off with the men's division. Aaron
right.
Stevens
Is Sandow.
Right, Sandow. Kind of digging Aaron
Sandow.
Aaron Stevens.
I like him. I always have. I think
much
he's
better.
very entertaining.
The thing I love about him is I like him better as Aaron Stevens than Damian Sandow.
Okay, that's fine. He's very entertaining.
He is.
I like him a lot.
And I like the look, the suit. I'm
he was very over with the WWE fans too.
Oh
He
yeah,
was.
absolutely.
He was.
Georgia native Caleb Conley. Thoughts on him?
You are talking about Trevor Lee, right?
Yep, that is correct.
What a beast. For a smaller guy, there's a guy who looks intimidating for his size. He really does, and he plays big.
Yeah.
He is excellent. I really like him. Like him. Colt Cabana is entertaining as hell, but then again, here I go with my punk, affections again. I've always done Colt Cabana. I think he's hilarious.
Right.
He's hilarious, and he's a good wrestler too. He's a little underrated as a wrestler. He's very
How
solid.
do you like Cowboy James Storm?
I love James Storm. James Storm.
Did you like
is
him in
old school.
TNA?
I loved him in TNA. Beer Money with
Money.
Bobby Roode.
Yeah.
Oh, James Storm's excellent, man. Excellent. I actually.
Do you got a better feel now that he's in NWA Power? Does it make you enjoy
I've had a
him
great
little
feel
more?
for James Storm for years, man. That's a former TNA world champion. He's the goods.
Here's a guy I know you love.
Yeah.
Eli Drake.
I love Eli Drake. How is he not with Vince? That guy's made for Vince McMahon's shtick. He is. Oh, Eli Drake is great.
Dude,
what do you think of Eli Drake?
I
I
love
think
him.
of you when I see a guy like
but
Eli
I keep
Drake.
on thinking to myself, like, I don't want these guys to leave the NWA because
Yeah.
they'll get lost in the sauce.
They will.
In the WWE.
That's
and
the problem.
They won't get lost in the sauce in AEW.
Yep.
But, by the way,
Well, they might.
the
You
ratings
never know.
came out.
here we
AEW
go.
has fell under 1 million.
Did they?
Yep.
I'm actually
and
not
NXT
pleased about
is
that.
under 800,000, I believe. I don't know.
Did they
the exact
climb? Because
numbers.
they were
No,
7-2.
both shows have dropped.
Oh, they did drop.
But
That's
again,
unfortunate.
We'll get into
For both.
AEW.
Okay.
But
Okay.
Look, it's Wednesday
Well,
night.
you knew it would calm down a little bit unless there was a bombshell or a CM Punk or something like that. It had to calm down, right? I mean, logically, a little bit.
No, the problem is
Same thing with SmackDown.
You can't build your shows around millennials. That's the problem.
To be determined. Let's see what happens.
All right.
I mean,
Mr. Anderson.
oh, I love Mr. Anderson.
Now I'm not
You
a
know
big
that.
fan of Mr. Anderson.
Really?
man.
Now,
Never
why?
have been,
What are you
not
going
a
to
big
say?
deal.
He's not engaging? He's excellent. Okay, so
I'm
he's
not
not
saying
Bret
he's
Hart
bad.
in the ring, but I
Right.
mean, damn, he's good with the microphone.
Dude, when he used to come, I didn't
love
like him in the
that.
WWE. I didn't like him in TNA.
Really?
Do you remember Mr. Kennedy at all?
I do not.
I always felt that he was, you know what happened with him? I felt he was targeted for big things, and he was, but his
Right.
personality basically ruined that in the WWE.
Here's a guy that was won me over now, Nick Aldis.
Oh, sure.
Nick Aldis.
Sure.
Right?
Well, you know what's interesting? The best Nick Aldis I ever saw in TNA, because he was there for a long time, was when they healed him out and put him in a suit.
Yeah.
And he was basically playing the I'm your first British world champion card, and he was extremely obnoxious. I like to see what they're doing with him here. They've kept the suit. They're kind of like playing off the... He's a likable champion so far. I've enjoyed his work, and I love his sidekick. Get into that with me, please.
Camila.
Oh, wow. That's written great. I can't wait till she finally says something.
Dude, that's I mean,
She hasn't said a word.
Why do you love this whole shtick between him and Camila? So I know you're not watching NWA Power, Steve,
Yes.
but Camila is Nick Aldis's partner, valet, we'll call her, manager. I don't know. They haven't said what she is really.
Right.
Is
thing-
that the really good-looking blonde woman?
There you
really
go.
good-looking
Bingo. You
blonde.
nailed it,
Can I
Steve.
put a picture of?
With that's right.
Yes,
With the
awesome.
two- there you go.
See, I got
You're on
it.
it, bro.
Steve is on it.
And her
Sorry.
two friends, by the way.
Oh.
Her two
yeah,
friends.
Her two friends.
Oh, yeah, just, duh.
yeah.
So the
yeah.
shtick is it's
Puppy.
almost Macho
Puppy.
Man-esque, right?
Yeah.
She's not allowed to talk.
Right.
And the announcer's like,
And
he's
it's building.
constantly poking.
Every
like,
week
I
it's
want
building.
to talk.
Every
What do
week
you got to
it's
say? And this week they like focused on her, and then she just refused to talk.
And I love how the reporter pushed the envelope. He was told that do not ask this question.
That's right.
And he dropped it anyway at the end.
Yeah.
And
he got in trouble for
Aldis is pretty good.
It's good stuff.
He's pretty good. He played that well. I am enjoying the crap out of this show. It's really good.
One thing I didn't know is that Camilla in real life is Braun Strowman's squeeze.
Wait
Don't.
a minute.
You didn't know that? I didn't know it until a couple
Looks
days
like
ago.
she's going to get these heads.
Now, if
That's
I'm
hilarious.
Vince,
Hey.
I'm Vince, I would steal Camilla.
Oh, absolutely.
And put her with Strowman.
Yeah, how has that not already happened?
That is like gold right there.
She's smoking. By the way, she is so hot.
Dude,
Yowza.
oh my God.
Dude,
Yeah, dude.
That's
Understood.
like no joke hot.
Oh,
It's
you
working.
know, it should be illegal to be that hot, man.
Yes, it should. Because, like, there's nothing to say. It's just like she's smoking. Like, what do you?
You got some nerve.
Is she Mandy Rose hot?
Hotter.
What?
No.
According to the picture, wait, I'm gonna go back to the picture.
Go back,
Yeah,
put it up for the fans.
Look,
Put it back on
it's
for
in
the
the same.
fans.
It's in the same fitness club. If that's what
Hold
you're
on,
getting at,
hold
but I'm
on.
not so sure about.
think she's
Fitness
hot.
club.
I think she's hotter.
Yeah.
I
The
think-
Pharaoh's got to keep it. You know.
How about Alexa Bliss? Is she Alexa Bliss hot?
what?
Yes.
She's in the room. They're all in the same room. What's the difference?
I gotta tell you too, like, I think about Camila, I'm thinking about
Right.
Mandy Rose, I think about Alexa
go.
Bliss,
Somebody
I
get-
think about Sasha Banks.
somebody get the
and then
K-line.
then I think about friggin' Bailey, and I'm like, ugh.
Oh, what is what, dude? Bailey with that haircut. I mean, the only
like
thing
it?
that's no. The only thing that's missing is the mole and a broom and do 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 do. I'll get you and your little dog too. Bailey looks horrendously witchy poo. What's going on?
Witchy poo.
I'm just
She
witchy
does
poo.
not have a nice face.
Dude, it's really
First
highlighted
of all,
now
I'm
that
trying to
she
think about witchy poo. What was that? That was that.
HR puffin stuff.
puffin stuff, that's
What's
right.
wrong with you?
You used to watch that?
Yes.
HR puffin stuff. What do you do when
Was there
things
a
get
hot
rough?
girl on it?
Can't do a little because
No.
you can't do enough.
Is that the one with the talking tree?
Yeah, they were
Yes.
in there.
Yes.
That fucking show
That-
annoyed me,
dude,
man.
that show was acid dripping. Those people
Yeah, but
were
I was like
high as a
7,
kite
so
that
I
made
was
When I was
that.
in kindergarten,
Yes.
kids used to watch that. I used to just beat the shit out of them right
Nice.
then and there.
See, that's it.
It's a good thing I met you years later. You would have pounded me. What the hell?
It was
You like Mr. Rogers? Bang,
I
bang,
was like
bang,
me
bang,
with the
bang.
Partridge Family kids. Did you watch the Partridge Family this week? Boom.
That's really
You beat up
sappy.
people for watching the Partridge Family?
No,
the
I
hell?
beat them up for their pretzel money, but I mocked them for the
You're
Partridge
wrong.
Family.
Yeah. Oh,
Dude,
my
Susan Day was
God.
smoking, bro.
No, she
All right, here we
wasn't.
go. Here we go.
What?
Susan
Wait
Day
a minute.
was not
What?
smoking. Marsha Brady was smoking.
Okay.
They were
Susan.
both pretty hot, dude.
Yeah, I guess.
Come on.
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
And
Yeah,
you
I
know,
guess-
and the girl from the Mod Squad who passed away.
Peggy Lipton.
Peggy Lipton. Oh my god.
Wow, what a... You know who got me, too? I know this sounds
Here we
crazy.
go.
Remember Thelma from Good Times?
Yes.
JJ's sister?
Yeah.
What a rack.
She was hot.
Holy crap.
feeling free, anytime you're up on under.
You know who I also thought was pretty hot? Wheezy.
Won't you stop?
Alice from
Oh
the Brady
my
Bunch.
Oh, Alice was so
Won't
hot.
you be my maid?
Wait a minute. What about Florence from the Jeffersons?
Oh, she's so
Smoking.
mean. I would have fired her.
Smoking.
I would have fired her. She'd be like, Mr. Jefferson, fuck you,
man.
you fuck. Sorry, I shouldn't curse.
Mrs. Garrett.
Mrs. Garrett.
The girls would come out. You'd be like, oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, so Mrs. Garrett would come in her room.
She's ruining it.
All right, back to wrestling.
Oh, it's
Tim
Blair.
Storm.
Yeah.
Thoughts on him? Our age in the ring, looks great.
I dig him.
Kinda
He's
dig him.
fine. He's fine.
Dude, I'm just loving NWA Power.
Yeah, it's great.
Here's the one thing I don't want to about NWA
Here
Power.
we go.
I'm sorry. Fucking Robert Gibson's fucking eye scares the shit out of me, man.
Googly
Is
boogly.
that that dude with the mullet?
His mullet
Yeah,
and his
the old guy.
eyes.
Yeah,
His
yeah,
eyes
yeah.
looking downtown.
Yeah.
It's not
Crap.
it. Look at
You're
that eye.
Who's he talking to? Like, if he's talking to you, like, are you talking to me?
Dude, I used to watch him when we were younger. I went to a lot of events and I had
man.
trouble with it. Now
That's
that he's
rough.
old, it's like put a patch on that, bro.
But dude,
Oh, stop.
They got surgeries for that. Get that
oh,
shit
would
under
you-
control.
there's also a time when it's like, okay, time to go.
Time to stop wrestling.
Time to
God.
stop wrestling now. All right.
Ageism! Ah, stop!
Xenophobe.
Just stop. Would you? What? How? How? I
How
can't.
did we get there?
Dude,
I
first,
don't
first of
know.
all, look. First
What?
of all, I don't appreciate the fact that you guys make fun of someone who has a wandering eye, okay?
You
It's not their
that's
fault.
your script. You're the one who did
You're
that.
blaming me?
Yeah, Yeah! That sounds like the Pharaoh? What the fuck, Robert Gibson? Your eye scares me. That doesn't sound like the Pharaoh. That sounds like the Monte. That's what it sounds like.
Does it scare you?
Yeah!
So then
it
what are you
scares the
talking
shit
about?
out of me. I don't know. Call Dr. Blitzer.
Dude, so if Camilla, that girl you're so hot for,
Yes.
had a wandering eye, would you be into her?
Yes. Yes, absolutely.
Camilla's
I don't care what way she's looking.
Yeah, I don't care if she's got
my
no eyes. I don't care if
What the hell?
I don't care.
He
At that
just
point.
gouged her eyes.
No eyes.
Demon Camille.
Yeah,
What the
doesn't
hell?
matter.
Oh my God, it's
Don't care if she
horrendous.
has any eyes.
Happy Halloweeny.
Well, it'd probably be easier, probably be better for me though if she had no eyes.
Yeah, we might have a chance.
I'm 6'4", baby.
Wait, Millie, you're hot.
Yeah, I'm
Can't see a
6'4",
thing.
230.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
6'4", 230. I'm
Stop.
jacked, bro.
Oh my God, my
shit.
ribs.
I'm sweating.
My
I'm
ribs.
sweating.
My ribs.
I'm jacked,
Aye.
bro.
All right, guys. Recently announced that WWE has
Hey.
announced the phenomenal one. AJ Styles will defend his United Heavyweights Championship October 31st at the Crown Jewel event in Saudi Arabia. In order to find the next challenger, which I think is an excellent idea, you need you guys to weigh in. A 20-man battle royal has been announced as show, and the winner earning an immediate title shot. I love that. That's totally old school. You guys thoughts on that?
Go ahead, Steve. Let's give the platform
like
to Steve
it.
for a minute.
I like it. The more guys, the better.
Okay.
That's always been my thought. When they have the battle royals, you're going to have 10 or 12 of them who are not going to win.
Right.
And they're going to get thrown over. Big
Right.
deal. But then, to me, it's keep entertaining. Entertaining. It's about entertaining. And the more,
Right.
the better. Not 50 guys in a ring. I think that's ridiculous. But you throw 20
20,
in
yeah.
and let
It
them
used to
go.
always be like a 25-man battle.
Right.
Right.
So we're the only assholes that go to our first battle royal when we were younger, and they had stars in there, right? Like Mil Mascaras.
Yes.
Don Morocco.
Yeah.
Greg Valentine.
Yeah.
Right.
And what do we get to win that match? Fuji and Saito. We were in shock.
The Garden lost their marbles.
And we were like, what? Now, Fuji
Great
Saito
moment.
rocked.
Great
Right?
moment.
But it was like so unexpected, and we were just like, and we weren't new to wrestling, but that was like our first match together.
I think so.
And it was like,
I think so.
Fuji and Saito.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
winner got a title shot, right? The next month.
Did
Didn't
they really? I
think
can't.
so.
Well, the winner got $15,000.
That's it. You're
That's
right.
what they got.
You're right.
They split the money, and the Garden crowd
Oh,
lost
that's right.
their minds.
They stopped
They
the
looked
match.
at each other after a pretty cool battle royal
Yeah.
and bowed to each other, and I was like, "What the?" And the
split
bell
the money.
rang.
And split the money.
Dude, it was actually
pretty
really
funny.
good.
It was pretty good.
That's pretty awesome.
You know what?
In a way.
It was awesome. That was
At
excellent.
the time, though, it was disappointing.
Oh, we were
right?
pissed.
Mil Mascaras went out like almost instantly. too.
Right.
Mil Mascaras.
Oh,
And
and
at that time, we thought Mil Mascaras was a shit.
Right.
By
and
the
he was
way,
gone.
Good.
Fuji and Saito did not only stick it to us on that, but the next time around they got to defend their titles against Rods and Estrada. We saw that.
That's right.
You remember that?
Jeez, you got to
And that was awesome that Rods and Estrada got a shot, by
That
the
was,
way,
yeah.
because I dug them too. They were
Johnny
very underrated.
Rods, the
But
unpredictable.
it's
Underappreciated,
funny, talking
maybe.
to all these
Maybe it's
wrestlers
that.
now that wrestled with Mil Mascaras, right? They're like, Mil was a pain in the ass.
Not
The
hearing-
guy wouldn't sell for anybody.
Not hearing good
He
stuff.
wouldn't
Put
do
anyone
shit.
over, huh?
I'm Mil
Not
Mascaras. I will not do anything.
And
I
you know-
will not lose. You can't hurt me. You can't even make me fall down.
What
I'm
a
Mil Mascaras.
dick.
The fella that we went to that battle royal with, his dad took us, and the fella was a huge fan of Mil Mascaras. It was his favorite wrestler at the time, and this all makes sense now, what you just said, because he gets so excited. Here comes his hero, and he's out in 30 seconds, and you thought to yourself, Mil Mascaras eliminated already?
Right.
Well, it turns out that Mil was like, oh, I'm not winning, throw me out.
Yeah.
I don't want to work.
snap.
You
Oh,
didn't
you
want to
don't
work.
wanna work.
That's what it really
I'm
came
throwing
down
out.
to. And there's 12-year-old, our buddy going, he's like ruined. That Mascaras was
God,
out in the
imagine if there was
battle.
social media.
Ruined.
You don't work.
He saw him for 2
Give me
seconds.
half the effort.
Wow. Wow, the internet sounds really whiny. What's wrong
I
with
hate you, Mil Mascaras.
Oh my God.
He's xenophobe.
What?
Raw this week had a limited roster with the majority of the wrestlers were in Australia, so we got a huge little dosage of Lana and Bobby Lashley.
No thanks.
Here's a funny thing.
Off that
She
train.
broke up with Rusev, Lana, angry.
This is
I
awful.
asked you to bring me to this restaurant
Dude, please.
all the time. And guess what? Where the show was from? The Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse in Cleveland, Ohio. your whole life you wanted to go to a restaurant in Cleveland,
Cleveland.
Ohio.
How do you get there? Like,
Right.
how does it get to that? All right, at least be in New York
Right.
or LA.
It could have been anywhere.
I always wanted to go to Spago. No, I always wanted to go to Paco's hot dog house in
In
Cleveland.
Cleveland, exactly.
It looked like a fancy Arby's.
Yeah,
it was
basically.
ridiculous. It was so bad. It was.
Arby's has the
I'm
meats,
sorry,
though, bro.
man. Major. Hey, we've got the meats.
All right, so
that was terrible. It was awful.
Street Profits made their match.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
with Kevin Owens doing a little stunner. Thoughts?
Cool. Fine with it.
How you liking the Street Profits?
Very entertaining team.
Yeah.
Very entertaining team. I dig them. Excellent on the mic. Very good in the ring. You'll find that out about Montez Ford. The more you watch him.
I'm digging him.
Ooh, man, he's good.
Well, I want to talk about
know.
AEW because I love
By
it
the
so
way, they're
much.
forming stars. Anybody noticing Street
Little bit.
Profits? You know, They're
Highlights from AEW.
okay.
Boring.
What? What are you doing? What do you mean? Some of it, not all of it. Come on. All right.
Let me go through the matches.
Go
okay,
ahead. Go
right?
ahead. Go ahead.
Tell me what you think.
I will.
Moxley versus Pac.
Okay. I thought this was fine, but what really irked me was the time limit draw. The fans went nuts. They were like, "What? Boo!" So it had really no conclusion, which I thought was, if Vince ever pulled that shit. What the hell? What do you mean? There's no winner. I was like,
It gets better though, man. Britt Baker against Jamie Hayter.
I just heard a fart in Farmingdale. Whatever next. I could. By the way, look. I'm sorry if you know what. Turn your volume down because you're about to get offended. Some of you. The women's wrestling in AEW compared to the WWE is absolutely the drizzling
It's like looking
shit.
at the Yankees against some.
The women's
Little
division,
League
there
in
is
Green Lawn, New
absolutely
York.
no comparison when it comes
It's
to those
terrible.
rosters.
Really?
There's
It's
in my
terrible.
opinion, no. Sure, there might be a gem
And
here and
mind
there,
you,
but
I
it's
gotta tell
not
you the truth.
the roster that
I
Vince
turn
has.
it on, and it's the Lucha Brothers, whatever the fuck the name is.
Oh,
against-
hey, Pentagon.
Okay.
Big fan. Go
It
on.
looked like a scripted circus. Kicks that barely touches someone's head, flipping this guy, orchestrated flips. I'm
Understood.
like, this is what everybody's wants
Understood.
over the WWE.
There was
I'm like,
certain-
what?
there was
Cirque du
certain-
Soleil, or was
That's
it-
what it is.
And every match was very predictable as far as the outcomes. I don't see that
listen,
as being too,
you know what?
too
This
good.
is where you're upsetting me because
What?
we had the best friends. Now we love Trent Barrera.
I do.
against
What?
the Young Bucks.
Okay.
Oh my god!
I
come
was
on,
all right
man.
with that match. It was fine.
Okay,
It didn't
here's the
say-
problem with AEW. So you love all these matches. You're a fan.
No,
I
wait,
love
I
them
didn't
all.
say that.
But
We got
guess
plenty
what?
more to,
They're running out of guys to wrestle each other. I mean,
Right.
You know, Moxley can only wrestle 3 more guys, and then there's
It's
no
a-
one left
it-
on the roster to wrestle.
We'll see what happens.
he
Yeah,
still
so
throwing-
far it's a limited top of the
Is
card.
he
We'll
still
see what
throwing
happens.
those realistic punches?
He's gotten better.
He's getting better.
Well,
By the way, he's in
upon
much
your
better shape
request.
too. I wanted to run that by you.
He still looks
Moxley's
like
in
he's
much
working out.
better
Looks like
shape.
he's actually hit the gym a little bit.
He looks fine.
Well, I saw.
You know.
Can I chime in?
Yeah.
I saw that people were online comparing it with the Monday Night Wars and the difference, and I'm like, no way.
I don't see
because
that.
they're not taking the WWE's top guys.
No,
they're
it's
taking
not.
mid-card guys at best.
This
now,
is
right?
a smaller war that we're
I mean,
all
who was Pop
making much
before
bigger.
He went over?
so.
What was
He was
Neville.
Neville? That's the guy.
That's why he's a wrestling expert.
But that was not a
I
top,
love Neville.
That was not a
I do.
top of the card guy.
He should have been. He should
was-
have been.
He was decent, but he wasn't a draw.
I'm with guys like Pac when they, for the reasons they left. I understand that part,
That
but
makes
I do.
sense, yeah.
I understand it for Ambrose too. I do, but again,
compare it to Hogan.
all
and
I'm saying,
Savage
all I'm
leaving.
saying is this: the match was a good match, but the ending was lame. The whole crowd said it was lame. They were booing the shit out of that decision. So that to me is a.
Well, you know why
Okay,
they do that,
then
right?
you got Britt Baker versus
But wait a minute.
Jamie Farr from MASH. That's a
Go back.
Then you got,
go
you know-
back to Moxley Pac. You
Go
know why
ahead.
they do that, right? Because they don't have enough wrestlers to wrestle. So they're like, let's extend it. We can extend it to next week, and
There
the
is-
week after, and the week after.
You know
that.
what? On that thought, there is one interesting thing that I did take from the draw.
Good.
If there's one thing we all don't like,
That Moxley still sucks?
And of course, but
sorry.
if anybody's led that bandwagon, it's Steve. But I think the draw at least might indicate one thing that always frustrates us about the WWE booking. They don't want to do a 50-50, so instead of having one guy win and then the next guy wins the next week to get it back, they had it a draw, like you said, to draw it out.
Which
in
is
a way,
better.
In a
Which is
way,
better. It's
I
better.
would almost rather see that any day.
I agree.
I hate the 50-50 booking.
Give me the countdown.
Dolph
Give me
Ziggler
this-
drives you nuts
Yeah, but
because
dude-
he's the victim of 50-50 booking.
Dude, I see people.
You can't take him
when
serious.
We used to watch matches.
Yeah.
They had countouts and disqualifications.
Right.
You do that now, people are like,
They
oh
lose
my
it.
God,
They lose it.
This is
and
a
that's
waste of
why
time.
this draw may be telling us that Cody is sending a message to his fans. Get used to this, that you may see this from time to time, which is interesting. I do find that interesting. We'll see.
The only thing
know?
I found interesting, and you could talk about it, is the
Yeah.
whole Jericho skit.
Wasn't that awesome?
I
I
thought it
did
was
love
good.
that. Come on, man. And I figured you would too. That was great. I love when he broke the glass. I loved that Jericho. What an irritating.
But again, the guys
irritating
involved
man.
in this are the real professional wrestlers.
Right.
And I'm sorry
Absolutely.
to insult them,
The
but
best
these
part of the
are
show
the
was
real. These are the major league wrestlers.
Right.
You know,
Jericho's
I'm sorry,
great.
you could want to coach anybody up. Oh my God, they're the future. No, they're not. They're just. It's
Not compared to
it's
a
not
guy
good.
like Jericho. When you see that's maturity at its best. That
Well-
was an absolutely awesome brawl. I loved every second of it. I love MJF. You love MJF.
How about,
For those people
how
who
about
don't.
Joey Janela against Kenny Omega?
I love Joey Janela, and I enjoyed that match, but I think you know I'm a Joey Janela fan. I've mentioned it before. I absolutely love Joey Janela going back to Combat Zone. I've been watching that guy for years. He's great, and he has some real charisma. They should use him more. Push him. He's good. And that match with Omega was fine. That I enjoyed.
The Young Bucks have been announced for AEW Full Gear. They will
Right.
be facing Santana and Ortiz.
The anticlimactic, whatever. Whatever, man.
More
That's another
AEW
flip-flop
news.
fest. I'm
This
sure
is
it'll be
always
fine.
important because, God forbid, we could just have wrestling being
What is-
fun. We
what is
discuss this all
this?
the time.
I don't know anything
Brandy
about
Rose wants more black women executives in wrestling.
Who?
Brandy Rhodes, that's Cody Rhodes' wife. I would love to see, she's quoted as saying this, I'd love to see more women, especially women of color, backstage in executive roles.
So why doesn't she hire them?
Thank you.
Why did you hire them?
Yeah.
What? You gotta make someone else hire them? You do it.
Yeah.
Lead by example.
You know, that's why we have you here, Mill. That's a pretty smart answer right there.
Sorry.
Thoughts on that there, Farrell?
Are you trying to get me angry?
Go ahead.
Because this kind of
I
stuff
don't want to
really...
get you angry, but...
Well, let's see. What do we got here? Leaps and bounds, blah, blah, blah. Backstage, it's still a little bit like it used to be. Okay, let's take that sentence. Backstage, it's still a little bit like it used to be. What exactly does that imply? What does that imply?
You tell me.
What does that imply? Like, we're not hiring certain backgrounds on purpose? What the fuck are you getting at? Okay? And just because your background is different than somebody else's, you're suddenly the specially divine appointed one? I should give you a job right away off the bat? Maybe we should just increase it for you because, after all, you've had such a hard fucking life! Shut the fuck up! What the fuck? I can't stand whining where it doesn't belong.
Wow.
And like you said, you want to put, then hire the whole damn staff of your own. Hire it, whatever. This is just the way I feel about it, whatever. Look, if someone from my background was like, we need more of me, I'd be like, shut the fuck up. What the fuck made you so much better? So I'm being fair. I think that's bullshit.
Wow.
What, you think that's fine?
No, I just
Well, hey!
didn't know I was going to trigger you this way. That's
That bothers me.
But backstage, it's still a little bit like it used to be. Yeah.
The frig.
Coming off of that, we're going to our favorite part.
You
of
know
the
she
show.
can't wrestle, right? She cannot wrestle. She's horrendous.
She looks good.
Oh, well, hey.
That's important.
Well, hey. There should be 10 more of her in the back. I can't anymore. Anyway.
All right, well, we're going to go to our favorite part of the show. Speaking of boring, annoying wrestling expert.
The who?
That's our favorite part of the show where we find a post from one of the most annoying wrestling experts. We pull whatever they have to say,
There's thousands
and we
of them.
comment on them.
There's thousands.
So, yeah, that's right. So much good work. So I'm going to read this. I'm going to ask either one of you gentlemen to respond to this and give your feeling on the most annoying wrestling expert. Are you ready now?
No.
Yes.
Go.
We could sit around and play, if I was Vince McMahon, this is what I would do. But the reality is that it's just a lot of intelligent people wasting their time on a company that has already sold its soul and no longer cares about most of its loyal fans. Gentlemen, thoughts?
Go ahead, Steve.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm just like, you know what? Isn't wrestling supposed to be entertaining? Isn't that the idea? Is like you're supposed to entertain. If people are entertained and want to spend their money and they have a good time, say there's a show at the Garden, right? And people go in and have a good time. For 2.5, 3 hours, they forget about their troubles. They root for their guy. They have a couple of beers. They throw some shit at the ring.
Right.
That's awesome. That's what it's there for. What does it have to do with people wasting their time? What do you care if people are wasting their time? It's none of your business. Grow up. Shut up.
Pharaoh?
Sorry.
That's great point.
Did I really hear selling our souls?
Yeah.
Look into my eyes, Vince, you'll see who I am. My name is Lucifer, please take my hand.
What the hell is this? Satan? Wrestling? Satan! We're throwing Satan into pro wrestling. I heard Vince sold his. I heard Joe Namath sold his soul. Shall we entertain some more moronic ideas?
Wish the Yankees would have sold this.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah, well,
Couldn't Hank Steinbrenner sell his soul, for Christ's sake?
that's the problem. Hank Steinbrenner's been locked in a closet since he signed A-Rod.
Yeah, I guess.
Hal is running the team, like Mr. Rogers.
I'll take
There's
another
Mr. Rogers again.
So your thoughts are what?
I don't have any anymore.
Or is it WWE shitting on its loyal fans?
No, they're giving what they think every week is the product people want to see. Vince is not purposely going, I can't wait to suck and piss everybody off this week. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard of. Hey, well, there's got to be another way we can kill the ratings. What are you talking about? Right.
That's true.
I don't understand. I don't get it. And if you hate it, again, if you hate it
Don't
so
watch it.
much, why? Why every week? I can't anymore. If you hate it, turn it off. The simplicity of it is really quite obvious.
This is why I love this part of the
I'm
show,
exhausted.
because everybody wants to know about the most annoying wrestling expert.
Oh my God, this could be anyone though. There's thousands of them. I can't.
I got an idea.
What? Oh my God.
So anyway, everybody's bragging about AEW and
Okay.
blah 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 blah.
Okay.
The best match of the week
Yes.
between Raw,
Yeah.
AEW,
Yeah.
and Even Power,
Yeah.
in my opinion, was the three-way dance last
This
night
was
on
beautiful.
NXT.
This was beautiful. I love this. Physical enough for you?
Yeah,
Dramatic enough for you?
absolutely.
How'd you like the end?
I'll tell you what.
How'd you like that end?
Dude, Keith Lee and Dominic,
There you go.
these guys.
There you go.
It's magic.
How great are those two?
Together,
How
it's
great are-
magic.
By the way, Roderick Strong is a machine
Oh yeah.
that gets no credit. I mean, he's a machine. You like the Undisputed Era?
Love it.
How you feel about Finn?
Digging it.
That stuff was great.
I agree.
That was excellent. But unfortunately, it's WWE. What the fuck? For years, NXT was like, we love NXT. It's so great. It's so much better than the main show. AEW comes on the air. Who? Watch NXT. Lose. I don't get it.
Fox is scheduled to air a 1-hour WWE special this coming Sunday, October 27th at 2
Capitalizing
p.m.
pigs. Go
There was no word on what the special is about. It's just following special from TV Guide.
I don't know what to think about that. It's probably nothing. But
All right, so it's time for real wrestling fans to tune out because we know real wrestling fans have no money.
What?
The WWE stock is down 0.16%, closing at $66.62 per share.
What the hell?
Today's high was 67.99 and the low was 65.75.
Oh no! I'm gonna have to sell my third yacht. I can't. What are you talking
Stock?
about?
What's that?
What are you talking about?
Speaking of WWE stock, CNN has a new article that says WWE has been smacked down by Wall Street this year. This piece notes on the WWE stock is now down about 10% this year and is trading for more than 30% below its 52-week high. CNN reports that some investors are concerned that we have reached peak with the WWE. Ratings are the barometer of fan interest, and they are not going in the right direction. They also look on how the concern over the international WWE TV deals and how investors hope the WWE officials will reveal details of those deals when they report. So basically what they're saying is, guess what? When you're in trouble, go do a crown jewel and
Right.
the stock will go
Right.
right through the roof again.
Probably.
So for all you people that have no money out there, this is a perfect time to buy the stock because guess what? After Crown Jewel, you'll see that 66 go to about $70 to $85.
Yeah.
Then sell it.
Yeah.
But guess what? if you only can afford one share, don't waste your time because you ain't making no money, right?
You know what's hilarious with all this fancy talk? They also say WWE is on the brink of a period of unprecedented growth. Oh my God, all this fancy talk. Which is it? You know? Oh, look out, it went down 0.16. By the way, it's on the verge of unprecedented growth. What the fuck? Which way is it? Fucking genius.
I hate them.
Oh, look, the winner of the Battle Royal, Mansoor! Saudi Arabia. Never heard of the guy, never seen him since. He wins a 50-man Battle Royal because he's from Saudi Arabia.
WWE hatred has now gone even extended because now the video gamer nerds now are upset over the WWE 2K20 released on October 22nd. Let's give you some reviews. So, as a book writer, you look at reviews, right?
Somewhat, yes.
So the WWE, I just want to read some of the reviews from, I don't play 2K20, but the video game is, here's some reviews. WWE 2K20 is broken in every way. From Kotaku. I don't know what the fuck that is. This is not how wrestling ring ropes work. Deadspin.
God.
Hold on, there's more. WWE 2K20 is a glitch-filled disaster. Sports Illustrated.
Wow. Ooh, that's bad.
WWE 2K20 is a horror movie of a mess.
SB Nation.
Smack
That's
SB
bad
Nation.
too. That's bad too.
WWE 2K20 fans say it's a huge mess. Polygon.
Oh my God.
And then there's hashtag fix WWE 2K20 campaign trending on social media following buggy launch IGN. My thoughts is Larry must be creaming himself. Larry Marmon's creaming right now.
Why? Why? I'm so... Oh, because it's a video game. Oh. All right.
Yeah, but rumor is true now. We just found out that Eric Bischoff actually created WWE 2K. So, that's why it's what it is.
Is that why it is what it is?
Is that the new thing? Is to blame Bischoff now?
Yes,
It's Bischoff's fault.
Just blame Bischoff.
Get shirts made with that blame Bischoff.
Can you believe people getting that upset about
Video games? Yes, I can.
Oh my God.
Here's an idea. Get out of your fucking basement. Go out and see the sun. Here's an idea.
Cook your own fucking meatloaf, motherfucker.
Yeah. Go ride a bike.
But they
Something. I don't care. Get out of the air.
They have the new Goldberg on the deluxe edition. What are you talking about? Hey, wait a minute! Those ring ropes didn't work right.
You know what? Everybody's worried about Trump and everything else. We're just ready to be taken over.
Yeah.
It's
We
like
are?
any country's watching it. Just don't take my iPhone and let me play my video games. Do whatever else you want.
My Wi-Fi's not working correctly. Invasion my ass. I don't care.
I don't care.
Why are you not my Facebook friend?
Yeah. What happened?
Isn't that all over the place? I give up.
All right, so we got about 5 minutes. Let's recap
Yeah.
Raw this week. Guys, weigh in. You ready?
Yeah. Recap.
I'm really
Raw.
upset over
He is
the
pissed.
Brandy. You're angry Pharaoh.
Brandy,
today.
the Brandy thing is annoying as shit.
And the video game's really pissing you off too, right?
Video games are a joke.
You don't like talking about video games.
No, I don't like video games.
You're
I
not a
never
fan.
played video.
No.
Never?
No. When I was a kid, you'd go.
Yeah, the
you'd play
arcade.
like Pong
Like
and
Pong.
shit. But
Could you imagine? Pong's a disaster fest. Pong 2 is disgusting. Fix this.
I tried to move the paddle and there was a delay.
The passing feature on
This
the
thing
left.
sucks, Ma! This thing sucks.
Dude, could you imagine social media in the late 70s, early 80s?
God. God.
Pong sucks.
My polyester suit ripped.
Lee Majors grew a mustache.
How
Can
could
you imagine? You ruined your whole look! The $6
bionic
million
woman.
man with the
That's
mustache!
actually a dollar man.
Yeah.
And we all knew that was Andre the Giant and not really Bigfoot. I knew it. Spoiler alert.
There should be more blocks on the Love Boat.
Why not? Why not? Why the hell not? You can do it today. You might as well.
What do you mean, Ted Lang? What do you mean, Isaac as the bartender? Why is he a bartender? He should be running the ship. You fucking racist! I can't anymore. Stop.
You know? There should have been more white people on Good Times.
Good Times shouldn't be about black people. It should be about white Italians in the ghetto.
In the ghetto. What?
Hey, Wheezy.
Oh,
Yo, Wheezy. What are you doing?
I can't.
what's going on? What's with these meatballs, Wheezy?
What's up with this? What's up with the spray paint on the wall?
Hey, Esther! I had to grind up your face to make a gorilla cookies. What the heck?
Oh,
this is
terrible.
Jesus.
Pharaoh's on
How
a
did we
roll,
go in this
bro.
direction?
I don't know.
Pharaoh's on a roll.
There should be more
Oh,
blacks
man.
on the Love Boat.
Why not?
Isaac should be captain, goddammit.
I'm supporting this motion. What's the problem?
right.
Oh my God. Exciting and new.
There's too many blacks on the Titanic. Damn it!
What? What? I don't even remember that being in Titanic.
Exactly. There's not enough blacks on the Titanic.
We want more drowning.
There must be more Italians on the Titanic.
Oh, it's horrendous.
All right, let's go over Raw and we're
God.
going to get out of here. Ric Flair named Drew McIntyre as the final member of Team Flair for Saudi Arabia.
Oh, I was all goosebumpy. Go on.
Drew McIntyre, because they had a limited roster, wrestled about a 40-minute snore fest against Ricochet.
Hey, I like that match.
Did you like that
I
match?
did.
It really was a
I
snore
thought it was
fest.
a good match.
It was too long, though.
was
17
too long.
minutes.
That's too long.
17 minutes.
It was
15
too long.
minutes too long.
I thought it was a decent.
wrestling. What?
I thought
liked
it was a decent match, though.
I thought it was good.
I thought it was all right.
Ricochet's pretty
with the
good,
right
dude.
ending.
Yes.
I thought it was good.
Alex Black defeated Jason Reynolds.
Stop already. When is
Who's
that?
Jason? I'm in better shape than Jason Reynolds. I'm 54, and I'm in better shape. Jason Reynolds, he was just fat, and like not even fat. He was plump.
I don't get it. Next.
Rusev attacked Bobby Lashley in
Yeah,
Cleveland
I
because,
don't care.
God forbid, he took her to her favorite restaurant,
Chubbies.
Chubby's.
That was fucking horrible, man.
take me to Chubby's.
It was terrible.
It's the worst.
And Lashley, we're in love. He's the worst actor
He
ever.
looks mental,
He's
bro.
so-
he really does.
Yeah, he does
looks
look
mental now. Like,
Dude, it's
and I don't mean
nothing
mental
can
like
save
crazy.
him.
I mean like mentally
Yeah,
challenged.
yeah, nothing can save
at this
him.
point.
Nothing
yes.
can save him.
Andrade beat Sin Cara.
Who cares? And I love how they bring back Sin Cara. Hey, this week in
Poor
Mexico,
Sin Cara.
Sin Cara rescued 2 cats from a burning building. Oh, he's back! I'm so excited.
Wait a minute, I gotta be honest with you.
What?
Speaking
He
of that,
did something good.
I actually,
know.
this is out of the script, but this is what I'm talking about. This is what bothers me. I'm sorry.
What?
It's lunacy.
What?
They show him at some kind of like thing where he's like helping people.
Right.
But he's got his fucking mask
Mask
on.
on.
He's got
What
his
is it?
mask
What the fuck is this shit? It's like, come
Oh my
on.
God, Sin Cara's here, saving the day again.
Would you take food from a guy in a mask?
No.
Hey, eat this.
like-
Oh, well, hey.
No.
You know?
It reminds me when we had that sign.
Hey,
and then-
Carlos, man.
Dude, with
Carlos
the
eating a sandwich.
Eating a hero with
That's
his
what
mask
I'm
on.
asking.
You know what?
Dude.
That was classic. That was
You
one of
can-
the only funny things that happened all day.
Dude, you
That
got
was
a great
great.
character for the sandwich.
No way. No, to his credit, he
But
ate that
doesn't have
sandwich
his
like a
name.
champion.
He's got like,
Break
but he's got like his regular name.
No, you gotta break kayfabe to eat a sandwich, bro.
Sandwich.
Oh my God.
But
That
I'm
was
sitting there
great.
watching it. So all these people are
He's
crying
getting
with
the
him.
mustard
Here's
on
Sin
his
Cara
mask.
with his mask on. I'm like, oh, you fucking kidding me?
That was
could be
hilarious.
anybody.
Come on. Oh my God.
Like if I was Sin
Classic.
Cara, I'd be like to my wife, I'm like, can you go out for me to here? Just put the
Here,
mask
put
on.
the,
Right.
send Darren next door out.
Right.
And Sin Cara.
Are you
I'm
Darren,
very
can you wear
tired.
the Sin Cara mask?
Darren, hand up some soup to the
What the-
children, and I'll stay home.
Boy.
R-Truth lost his 24/7
I
title
can't.
to the Singh brother.
Oh, it's so dumb.
You know what? It sucks that he lost it, but my favorite part was just when he rolled up the other twin, and the referee looked at him and goes, "That's not the guy."
Yeah.
And the twin who actually has the belt comes over and goes, "Oh, bully, 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 bully!" That was so stupid funny. I like stupid funny. He like wiggles and like runs away. That was so stupid. All
The
right, fine, I like it.
Viking Raiders defeated Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins.
Yeah, okay, whatever. Viking Raiders.
They need, you know what? Ryder and Hawkins, go to AEW,
my
dude.
God.
It's over.
You're embarrassing
It's
yourself
been
at this
over,
point.
Yeah.
It's over.
Yep.
Sorry.
Yep.
Kane Vasquez. Oh, this I liked. Vasquez
No.
brawled with Shelton Benjamin.
I like the Shelton Benjamin part. Shelton Benjamin was awesome, bullying around Rey Mysterio. And then Kane comes out, okay, fine. But then a legit MMA fighter starts making Shane McMahon's punches look like Rocky Balboa. Those punches that he gave to Shelton Benjamin were like, nookie. Dude, no! You're coming in as the UFC guy who really beat Lesnar for real and gave him a scar. You throw punches like that? No.
Can
Awful.
I admit something?
Absolutely good.
This whole picking on Rey Mysterio thing is freaking awesome.
Yeah.
It is.
When Lesnar
Benjamin
went in to
was
beat
great.
the crap out of his kid too, I was like, yes.
Yeah, no, that
this
was
is what I
fucking-
enjoy.
That was cool. I
Thank
liked
you.
it. I liked it.
Here's what I really loved.
What?
So Seth Rollins defeats Humberto Carrillo, right?
Carrillo, yeah.
So I really knew nothing about this guy.
I like the
He's
kid.
in this stupid ass suit.
I know.
Like a superhero.
Absolutely agree. Yep.
But
He's good.
here's
though.
what I liked. He kind of like good looking kid, definitely
Yes.
teeny bopper kid.
Sure. Good look.
This guy's got heel written all over him.
Yeah, see, I told you that last week. I said, this guy's got
They
Heel
gotta make
written all over him.
got
That's what the
potential.
WWE is lacking. A really, really good heel.
Right.
And he's nerdy.
Yeah,
he's
that's
so
yes.
nerdy.
There's something.
And he's already talked about like Seth Rollins putting the
Yes.
firefighter
Yes.
house on fire
Right.
and how wrong it was.
I'll tell you what, though,
right?
he's got to work on his mic skills. He tripped twice during that short promo. He's got to get better.
Yeah.
But, man, does he have untapped potential. Oh,
That's the
boy.
good heels,
and his
man.
moonsault is a thing of work.
And I gotta tell you, at
I
first I'm
really
like,
is.
this is the stupidest
Beautiful.
outfit I ever saw in my life. Keep that shit on.
Yes.
Because I'll tell you what,
Especially
I
if he
wanted to punch
starts
that guy
playing
right in
up.
the fucking face.
Absolutely.
I was like, I want to punch
That's
you
why he
in the
needs
fucking
to go
face.
heel at
Yes.
some point. I
That's
agree.
the heel, man.
Like,
I
that's a
agree.
guy I would go to arena for just to spit at him.
Taboo.
I agree.
Or
And
spit on him.
And by the way, if
That's
I can
even
get
better.
this in, there's a guy in NXT who I hope that they someday pair him up with, because the two of them would be the most obnoxious Latino act you've seen in a million years, and that's Garza Jr. over there. You know, ooh, you put those two together, ooh, man, oh man. So I see good stuff coming from that kid.
Awesome.
That was a good match too.
Are we going to
Whatever
close
that's
this
worth.
out? We discussed this earlier. Street Profits, right?
Yeah.
Defeated the OC. Digging the Street Profits.
Sure.
Definitely great mic skills.
Excellent.
I certainly Montez. I totally agree with you. He's got to break. Not yet, but eventually he's got to be a singles guy.
I'm not sure. I don't know how far either one of them will go without each other. I am weary on that.
Here's worrisome.
They're
I
a
want
good
to.
team,
I want to
though.
close out with this too. Big E, man, they got to get that guy. Make him a heel.
That
already.
will happen. I think that's going to happen.
He's got to turn on Kofi, man.
I think
He's
at some
got
point.
to.
I think at some
the
point
key.
it will. He will.
He's got to.
I think so.
Yes.
All right, so I want to thank everybody for watching. We had a good time tonight. It was fun, good conversation. Miller, glad to have you back
Great
in
to
the
be
house.
back, boys.
Mr. Miller.
So I want to remind everybody in September 14th, we've got J.J. McGuire in the house.
November 14th.
November 14th, thank you. November 15th, we've got a full slate with Mr. Miller. We've got, who we got?
Elgin?
Road Warrior Animal.
Oh, in order?
Yeah.
Road Warrior.
And
then,
then-
Elgin.
Yep.
Then who's next?
Hillbilly Jim.
Okay.
And then Buff Bagwell.
Nice.
God, we are loaded.
And J.J. McGuire will also be in house, and then we'll be at the big event that Saturday at the Monte The Pharaoh Village Connection table.
Nice.
J.J. will be there, and other
Where is
wrestling
that, by the
superstars.
way, the big event?
Right in Queens at the LaGuardia Hotel.
All right.
So you catch us there. And let's not forget, this Sunday, we start this whirlwind tour with
Yeah.
Brutus the Barber Beefcake.
Yep.
And then we have Hollywood
Right.
comes in the house. When does Hollywood come in?
Oh my God.
November 6th, I think.
Well, I can't.
I
I
think.
can't.
We kind of
recall.
changed the date, so the banner was
Oh,
like
did
a
we?
Thursday. It's Tuesday.
Oh.
She's coming in at 6
Okay.
o'clock.
Nice.
All
So
right.
we had that switch. I'm excited to actually sit down with Hollywood. Right?
And every Tuesday we're also on cable.
Yep, every Tuesday, 8:30 to 9 o'clock.
Yep.
We're on channel 115, so if you don't get enough of us here, you can get us again on a repeat out of cable. I think that's about it. I want to thank everyone. I want to thank Mr. Miller again for producing
My
another
pleasure.
incredible show.
Thank you,
And
Steve.
I want to thank the fans for joining us today. This is Long Island's #1 pro wrestling broadcast, only here at Village Connection Radio, seen every Thursday from 8:05 to 9 p.m. and every Tuesday on channel 115 on cable from 8:30 to 9 on the compacted episode of Monte The Pharaoh. We'll see you this Sunday at 10 a.m. with Hall of Fame Brutus the Barber Beefcake. I am Mike Monte. That's Steve Miller, and this is...
The Pharaoh.
We'll catch you next week.
Later.